Hi, and welcome to Team Name Pending's website called Deck Dealer. We are a team that decided to go with a Magic Cards database. It's a database that'll store and hold on to the values and information of the Magic cards of different sets. The main keys for that being that the collector's number and set number of the card, because different cards, or the cards of the same name can be in different sets, so that would be a little confusing and kind of mess things up. So we decided to go by the unique key, the unique collector's number set pair as the key, because no card can be card 105 in set M9. That's just the way it is in Magic. What we wanted to do is create kind of more of a social aspect where you're able to build decks with the cards in the database that are tied to your username, and people can view these decks and also comment on them and say, like, oh, I don't think this is very good, or you think you need more land, or hey, that's a really cool card, how's that card working out for you, have you ever played this guy? And then it can kind of go from there, where you can have people talk about tournaments that they won with certain decks, and people can discuss stories they had, and it can kind of go from there. It starts out as mainly a deck discussion based on the decks, and then it can kind of evolve from there because the comments are threaded, so you're actually able to have a conversation with someone, as opposed to just kind of a wall that everyone just kind of posts on. That's difficult to get a kind of a conversation flow on that. So when you start out, when you come to the Deck Dealer website, you go to this really boring login page, and so I'm going to log into my user. That's me. My password, login, and then boom. Now we're in the actual index, or in the main page of Deck Dealer's website. So what we can do is we can view all the decks available. So great, these are all the decks that we have around. You can search it by the deck name. So I want to look at Black Avenger. Doesn't have anything in there, so I guess it's not a very good deck now, is it? Some of these I didn't make, so I'm not sure if all of them hold anything. I know that Blackest Black has stuff because I made it for sure, and so we can view the deck, and that's what Blackest Black contains. It's got a Bog Wraiths, Consumed Spirits, Dread Warlocks, some Swamps. So it's pretty okay. It's kind of rounded. It'll do in a pinch. Not played this deck, so I don't know. What else you can do is you can also comment on this deck. So there's actually some comments already happened here. And you have comments where Ryan asked me why I don't put more Swamps, and then he looked at it again and decided, no, actually it's okay. And then I responded by saying, oh, thanks for the compliment, blah, blah, blah. And this way you can have a conversation where you can flow down, so it flows down through here, and then this comment will respond to his original comment, and this comment actually responds to the actual deck. So Ryan and myself both commented on my deck. Here you can see commenting on the actual deck and saying, this is a test! Exclamation point. Post a comment, and there we go. Now it shows that, and I can reply to that as well and say test. I can't spell, but that's okay. And there it goes, and now you can have a conversation. I'm having a conversation with myself. So this is kind of our advanced feature where you have threaded comments and are able to have a discussion with other people about decks and about different things that the deck, different attributes that it has that you think you would change or you think you like. And this is a good way for people to kind of talk about it, kind of get some feedback on what they think is a good or bad deck. I can go back to the index. You can insert a card in the database. So let's say I don't have any cards in front of me memorized, so I'm going to make one up here, and it's 997. Say ZB. These aren't actual. These aren't actual values. So the name is going to be Womp Rats. Womp Rats. And the mana cost, let's say, is 2 blacks. So 2 black cards, or 2 black land that you need to have, that you have to use to play the card. It's part of the rules of the game. So the type of it is black. There are different types of cards. There's white, blue, black, green, and we just choose those. Now let's say it's an enchantment. And it's an aura. And it's going to be an uncommon card, and say Womp Rats Unite. Watch out for Luke Skywalker, because he likes to bullseye Womp Rats. And there you go. And that card is now added to the database. Query successful. Fantastic. We can go back to the index and we can look up that card that is made. So look up by card name, by set, Let's look at my set, and it'll show me all the things that are the exact match of ZB. That's great. Womp Rat. You can also do a name that's a partial match, or you can do any of these as a partial match as well. So I can do rat search, and that's got everything with rat in the title. Relentless Rats, Vampire Aristocrat, things like that. That's quite a little extensive list. You can also search by the set, the stuff we have in here. We can also do a color. Let's look at all the black cards, because I know I added those. Oops, color is B, sorry. Boom. All of the black cards are now available. It's quite an extensive list of the cards that we added. This is multiple sets have already been entered into this. It's manual data entry, kind of a pain, but it works in a pinch. We can also view existing decks. So we have Back in Black. There's the deck. We know that it's got 12 swamps. I'm gonna actually take it down to 10 swamps. I think it's got too many swamps. So I edit the existing deck. Go to Back in Black. Let's make it 10 swamps instead. And so what that'll do is it'll edit the values in the deck. Oops, I typed it wrong. Sorry. It's Back in Black, yeah. 10 swamp. I can't spell. Well, let's do Blackest Black. Sorry. I think I spelled it wrong. There we go. Deck updated. And so now we can view decks, and Blackest Black has 10 swamps. Great. Awesome. Let's just show that it works again. So I'm going to edit Back in Black, or Blackest Black. And let's make it 5 swamps just for fun, to show that it actually works. And then Blackest Black now has 5 swamps. Fantastic. Go back to the index, and now we can also create a new deck. So we can do test deck, create successful. Back to the index, we can view this deck in here. Now it shows up here, and do test deck, and of course it has nothing because I've added no cards to it, and that I could do that later. So yeah, that's pretty much the functionality of our website as it stands, and I want to thank you for taking a look at it. And yeah, you can also log out here, and now it's going to ask me to log in again as someone else. So yeah, excellent. Thank you very much, and we are Team Name